notices the monolith points toward a split in the canyon wall, perhaps suggesting the alignment might have some type of Stonehenge-like significance.
Finally, the photo purchased for $2, but David Wright says look closely, it could be worth millions.
In a remote, untouched part of the world, a drone flying on a routine survey stumbled upon something incredible and unexpected. The discovery, hidden from human eyes for who knows how long, raises questions about what secrets lie buried in these isolated reaches. Could this accidental find alter our understanding of the unknown? Join us as we dive deeper into this mystery, uncovering the dark truths that lie hidden from view. A path through accidental discoveries. In 2010, Randy Garo was browsing through items at a thrift shop in Fresno, California. He came across an old tin-type photograph of some men playing croquet. It looked ordinary, but Randy bought it for just $2. Later, he noticed that one of the men looked like Billy the Kid, a famous outlaw from the Old West. If this was true, the photo could be worth a lot. After much research and using modern technology, experts confirmed that the photo was real. It was taken in 1878 and showed Billy the Kid and his gang, the Regulators. Randy's small purchase turned into a potential fortune. The only other known photo of Billy the Kid sold for $2.3 million. But this wasn't the end of Randy's story. In late November 2020, a helicopter crew from the Utah Department of Public Safety was flying over a remote part of the desert to count bighorn sheep. They spotted a tall, shiny metallic monolith, about 10 to 12 feet high, firmly planted in the red rock. Made of stainless steel or aluminum, the monolith stood out against the natural surroundings. Its sudden appearance caught a lot of attention, leading to various theories about its origins. Some thought it was an art piece inspired by science fiction movies. Others believed it was placed by an anonymous artist, like Banksy. Similar monoliths started popping up all around the world, sparking even more curiosity and discussion. Most people agreed that it was likely an art project by a group of artists. In 2019, Carl Tape and a team of scientists from the University of Alaska Fairbanks were studying earthquakes in the Denali region. They set up hundreds of seismometers along the fault line to track aftershocks and understand the area's seismic activity. Their research led to a surprising discovery. They found a spot where seismic waves slowed down significantly, indicating a magma reservoir deep beneath Denali, North America's highest peak. This was unusual because the area, known as the Denali Volcanic Gap, shows no surface volcanic activity despite signs of magma below. This discovery challenges existing theories about volcanic activity in the area. Scientists plan to use more advanced tools to study this anomaly further. Recently, scientists made an unexpected discovery: the world's smallest and tightest knot. This knot is invisible to the naked eye, consisting of just 54 atoms, and forms a trefoil knot. Although it might look simple, it's incredibly complex on such a tiny scale. This accidental finding opens new doors for understanding and manipulating materials at the atomic level. But this is just the beginning of what could be a groundbreaking journey into the world of molecular structures. In 2020, some construction workers near Guildford, England, found an old cave while working beside a railroad track. Curious, they decided to explore it and soon realized they needed archaeologists. This cave, which dates back to the 14th century, had different sections with detailed carvings, suggesting it was once a shrine or hermitage. Archaeologists now think it was linked to the nearby ruins of the Chapel of St. Catherine. Inside, the walls and ceilings had soot and charcoal marks, likely from ancient lamps and fires. The roof had carved initials and other decorative marks, adding to its historic charm. But this wasn't the most surprising part. In 2021, workers in Monmouthshire, Wales, installing a new power line pole, discovered a tunnel in a backyard. This 4-foot-tall tunnel ran alongside the Angie Brook, close to Tintern Abbey, a Gothic monastery from 1131. While they don't know its original purpose yet, Its closeness to the abbey suggests it might have been part of the monastery's infrastructure, or connected to the ironworks and furnaces active in the area until King Henry VIII dissolved the monasteries in the 16th century. The Welsh government's Historic Environment Service, CAW, is now conducting further archaeological investigations. But there's more to uncover. In a different accidental discovery in 2020, coal miners at the Freedom Mine near Beulah, North Dakota, found a remarkably well-preserved mammoth tusk. This happened about 40 feet below the surface in an old stream bed. A shovel operator saw a flash of white while loading dirt and realized its significance. The operation was quickly halted, and experts from the North Dakota Geological Survey, the State Historical Society of North Dakota, and the Bureau of Land Management were called to the site. The tusk, 7 feet long and weighing about 50 pounds, was just the beginning. The site also yielded more than 20 additional bones, marking one of the most significant prehistoric finds in the state. But the excitement didn't end there. At the Chinese Academy of Sciences, researchers working on carbon structures and gold acetylides stumbled upon a molecular marvel. One of their chemical reactions unexpectedly produced a gold chain that knotted itself into a structure with a backbone crossing ratio of 23, breaking the previous record of 24. This discovery not only sets a new standard for molecular structures, but also holds significant implications for our understanding of similar structures found in nature, like DNA, RNA, and various proteins. These molecular knots are crucial in maintaining the stability and function of these natural systems. Insights gained from studying these knots could lead to advancements in material science and the development of new polymers and plastics, enhancing our approach to manufacturing and sustainability. A doctoral student named David Stone made an unexpected breakthrough while experimenting with waste steel dust. He created a new material named ferric, derived from its primary component, iron-rich ferrous rock. Ferric is eco-friendly, made from 95% recycled materials, including steel dust and silica from pulverized glass. And it also boasts superior strength to traditional concrete. This innovative material could revolutionize the construction industry by providing a stronger, cheaper, and more sustainable alternative to conventional building materials. This next discovery has the potential to change the way we build our world. From medieval coins to Viking swords. Scientists have made an exciting discovery, a new material called ferrac. This material could change how we build things. It's made by mixing iron dust with carbon dioxide to create iron carbonate. The result? A stronger building material that also traps CO2, making ferric a greener choice. Since concrete is a big contributor to global CO2 emissions, replacing it with ferric could greatly reduce environmental damage. Ferric also uses industrial waste, turning pollution into valuable resources. It's still being tested, but it has great potential to make our cities greener and stronger. In Belgium, a farmer accidentally changed the border between Belgium and France. He moved a 200-year-old boundary stone to make more room for his tractor, unknowingly expanding Belgium's territory. A local history enthusiast noticed the change while out for a walk. Both countries' leaders found the situation amusing and hope it can be resolved without any serious issues. Meanwhile, in the Czech Republic, a woman found a treasure during a walk. She discovered a ceramic pot with over 2,150 medieval silver coins from the 12th century. These coins are a piece of the region's rich history, particularly the political conflicts involving the Přemyslid dynasty. Experts think the coins were hidden to protect them from rival factions. Now, the coins will be studied and conserved, and there are plans to display them at the Czech Silver Museum by 2025. In Australia, Morgan Cox, a student from Curtin University, found a rare mineral called rhyodite in the Woodleigh crater. This crater was formed by a meteorite impact, and rhyodite only forms under such extreme conditions, transforming the common mineral zircon into rhyodite. Before this, rhyodite was found in only a few places worldwide, making Cox's discovery very important. In 2005, Bill Shipp, an enthusiastic but inexperienced fossil hunter, made an amazing find on his land near the Judith River Formation in Montana. He noticed a large fossilized bone sticking out of the ground. Understanding that this might be important, he called experts to take a closer look. The fossil turned out to be a well-preserved leg bone of a horned dinosaur, previously unknown to science. A team led by paleontologist Jordan Malin from the Canadian Museum of Nature examined the bone and confirmed it was from a new species, named Spiaeosaurus, in honor of Shipp. Further studies showed that Spiaeosaurus was related to the Triceratops, lived about 76 million years ago, and was about 15 feet long and weighed around 4 tons. In 2015, Goran, while hiking in the mountainous Hegeliland region of central southern Norway, spotted the tip of a sword under some rocks. When he looked closer, he realized he had found a Viking sword dating back to between 750 and 800 AD, the early Viking Age. The sword, made from refined wrought iron and about 30 inches long, was very well preserved because of the cold, dry conditions in the area, which prevented it from deteriorating too much. Although it didn't have a handle, the sword was a significant discovery, connecting directly to the Viking era and showing the rich history of the region. On July 10, 2022, a sharp-eyed customer at a garden-themed restaurant in Leon noticed strange indentations in the courtyard. With his background in stonework and interest in paleontology, he suspected these were not just ordinary marks. He contacted Xing Lita, an associate professor at the China University of Geosciences, who, along with Peng Guangxiao from the Zhong Dinosaur Museum, confirmed they were indeed dinosaur footprints. Using drones and 3D scanners, they identified over 10 fossilized footprints from 2 large sauropod dinosaurs, specifically brontosauruses, dating back to the early Cretaceous period, over 100 million years ago. These long-necked giants were some of the largest animals to ever roam the Earth. This discovery highlighted the importance of careful observation and led the restaurant to preserve these invaluable marks for future generations. In 2017, Fred DeVos, a diving instructor exploring underwater caves in Quintana Roo, Mexico, accidentally ventured into an uncharted tunnel. His curiosity led him to a significant archaeological find, a vast network of tunnels and chambers that turned out to be an ancient ochre mining complex, potentially dating back between 12,000 and 10,000 years. Known as the Red Mine, this site is among the oldest known mining operations in the Americas. This accidental discovery showed that there are still historical treasures hidden in unexplored parts of these underwater caves. These finds, from dinosaur bones and ancient swords to footprints and prehistoric mining complexes, show how our present is connected to the distant past. They reveal new layers of our history and inspire future explorations. Every new discovery around the world helps us understand history better and feel closer to those who lived before us. Discovering sunken riches and secret art. In 1974, during a severe drought in China, a group of farmers were desperately searching for water. While digging a well, they didn't find water but something much more incredible. They unearthed life-sized clay statues. This unexpected discovery would later be known as the Terracotta Army, one of the greatest archaeological finds ever. What the farmers found wasn't just a few statues, but the first clue to a massive underground complex. This complex stretched over 38 square miles, with the Terracotta Army at its center. The site revealed more than 8,000 clay soldiers, 130 chariots with 520 horses, and 150 cavalry horses. Each figure was unique, with different facial features, hairstyles, and expressions. These statues were made over 2,200 years ago, during the reign of Emperor Qin Shi Huang, the first emperor to unify China. He believed that death was just a transition, and that he would need a strong army in the afterlife to protect him and maintain his power. The clay army was designed to mimic the emperor's real military. It had different ranks, from generals to foot soldiers, all arranged in battle formations. Originally, These statues were painted in bright colors, but over time, the colors faded. Recently, new technology has allowed researchers to see glimpses of the original vibrant colors, helping restore the warriors' detailed craftsmanship. But the surprises didn't stop there. In 1982, a sponge diver off the coast of Uluburun, Turkey, made an extraordinary discovery. He found a shipwreck lying deep underwater. This shipwreck, now called the Uluburun shipwreck, was full of treasures and artifacts from various cultures. It held over 20 tons of cargo, including 354 copper ingots from Cyprus, the world's oldest intact glass ingots in beautiful cobalt blue and turquoise, Canaanite jewelry, thousands of beads, and a gold scarab with the name of Egyptian Queen Nefertiti. The ship also contained everyday items like oil lamps, fishing gear, and tools, which gave a glimpse into the lives of its crew. These artifacts suggested that the crew was a mix of different cultures, probably including Canaanite, Cypriot, and Minoan sailors. This shipwreck is considered one of the richest and most informative underwater archaeological finds ever. In Yorkshire, England, while restoring Calverley Old Hall, restorers made another fascinating discovery. Behind 19th century plaster, they found a hidden chamber with Tudor-era wall paintings from the time of Queen Elizabeth I. These paintings were done in the grotesque style, featuring fantastical creatures and ornate vines. They not only showed the artistic tastes of the Tudor period, but also revealed a room that had been hidden for centuries. Each of these discoveries happened by chance and has given us a glimpse into past civilizations. They reveal details about the daily lives and cultures of people from long ago, enriching our understanding of human history. From the depths of the earth to the bottom of the sea, these finds continue to offer invaluable insights into the diverse and complex story of human existence. But these discoveries were just the beginning. While exploring near the Hermitage, an unexpected discovery was made. Instead of the remains people were looking for, they found a henge, a big circular structure made of earth. This ancient site dates back to between 3000 and 1600 BCE and is almost 250 feet wide, making it one of the largest in the area. Built during the Neolithic or early Bronze Age, it had a large raised embankment and a ditch around it, used for important ceremonies of that time. As time passed, the henge's purpose changed. By the middle of the Bronze Age, it became a timber circle surrounded by burial mounds. It was used again around the 7th century when Saint Guthlac, a nobleman who became a hermit, moved into the quiet marshland. He believed the area was haunted by evil spirits. Recent digs have found many Anglo-Saxon artifacts, like pottery, bone combs, and glass pieces from what was probably a fancy drinking cup. This shows the site was still important during medieval times. They also discovered remains of a 12th century hall and chapel, thought to be built by the abbots of Crowland to honor Saint Guthlac and his sister Saint Pega. These finds highlight the site's long-lasting importance to pilgrims and religious people, suggesting it remained a place of worship well past its ancient origins. But this wasn't the most mysterious part. In another event, a man flying a drone in nearby woods saw something strange. Tiny, human-like figures seemed to be climbing the trees. When he tried to focus his drone's camera, the screen went black for a moment. When the picture came back, the figures were gone. He couldn't find the spot on foot, leaving what he saw, maybe toys, miniatures, or something else, a mystery. These fascinating discoveries, both old and new, spark our imagination and make us feel more connected to history. They remind us of the continuous human story and the natural world's ongoing intrigue. Did a drone uncovering something unexpected in a remote area just stumble upon a major historical mystery? Could this accidental discovery rewrite what we know about our past, or is it merely an isolated find? Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more intriguing discoveries.